What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're headed down to Winnemucca, Nevada to the Good Times drag strip for their August Beat the Heat race. The Good Times drag strip over there is the closest drag strip to where I grew up in Elko, Nevada. I never raced there. I've been there with my dad before, but this is going to be my first time racing, one at that track and two anywhere different with a car. So it's a sweet little 8th mile track, a 2-day event. It's a Friday night, Saturday morning, and then the Saturday night jackpot race. Yeah, I'm super excited. We're getting ready to head down there. I'm excited to race a 8th mile track. Haven't raced that before, so all my racing has been quarter mile, but yeah, and the elevation of the track's like 4,300 feet just above sea level. So with how hot it's supposed to be down there in the 90s, I'm sure the DA in the air is not going to be very good. So we'll see what that ends up being. But yeah, we won't waste any more time. We're going to head down. Let's go. Look at all the bugs flying onto the track when they can't get out. We're in the lanes for the first test pass of the night. DA's over 7,000, 7,500 or something like that. So don't expect the car to go super fast on this one. Coming around for my second test pass of the night, dropped my tire pressure from 10 to 8.5. I had a little bit of spin on that first pass. We're gonna see if this tire pressure change helps out. Okay, coming around for first round, everything's random. You draw at this track. So I drew right lane and I drew a car that was a 930 dial. So I decided to put a 726 on the car. Coming back for round two, I actually drew the same guy after he bought back through the buyback round. and he dialed a 930 this time. I decided to go a 724. Coming around for round 3, got the right lane again, and actually got a car that dialed 719, and I put a 719 on the car as well. So this leaves us with 3 cars left, one of which is Gary Westwood, which is a really good family friend. Grew up with them, family racing, and unfortunately we drew each other, so we'd have to race to see who goes to the final round. Unfortunately for me, not going to the final round. Stoked that Gary's going, but just a mistake on my part. I did not drive the finish line very well. The race looked good the whole way, and I just let out too early and lost momentum, and he came back around me and gave it back to him. But glad that he was able to go to the final round. He ended up losing the final round, but I was stoked that one of us got in. This moves us into Saturday, which is main event day. It's a doubleheader, morning race and then an evening jackpot race. And not gonna lie, struggled in the morning a little bit, which you'll see here in just a minute. But there was some crazy action, and gotta do some bracket racing on a 4-wheeler, which I definitely recommend you stick around to the end of the video to watch that. But here's a time trial from Saturday morning. Okay, rolling into round 1, I drew left lane against a car dialed 714. Density altitude was already over 8,100 feet, so I decided to put a 728 on the car. Coming into the buyback round, I decided to dial a 730. I got right lane, paired up against a car dialed 659 that I have raced before up here in Idaho. Thought that was a pretty cool video, watching him dump it hard enough to lock the front brakes up there going through the traps. But I was 1 above 7 with an 054 light and just wasn't enough, so I was out Saturday, and Now time to roll into the jackpot Saturday night race. Coming into round one of the jackpot race, the air actually started to get a little bit better as the night went on. But first round, I decided to put a 729 on the car. I got the left lane against a 633 dial. Going into the buyback round, I ended up getting paired up against a pickup truck. This gentleman's car broke, so he was racing his truck instead. And I decided to put a 724 on the car in the left lane, and he dialed a 1015. We're back into round two. We got paired up against this car, dialed a 645 in the right lane, and I had a 724 on the car still. Going into this round, there was 5 of us left. I was not lucky enough to draw the buy on this one, and ended up getting paired up against a Ford Ranger, I think is what it was, but it was earlier today's winner. So he had a 760 on the car, and I had a 721 in the right lane. So after that win, I drew the buy into the final. I went and broke the beams and then went straight back to the trailer so I can keep the car cool. My opponent came over, we flipped a coin. He won the coin toss and chose right lane. He put a 695 on the car. I stuck with a 720, and this is how it played out. number 2. 1234 the first one. I think I got a 0.15 something light. Hopefully we'll see another 12.3 on the board and an 0 something on the light. Back up again. What are you doing over there? Round 1, decided to throw a 12.35 on the 4-wheeler. Got the left lane draw to the other guy's 35.35 second run. See how this one shakes out as I wait here at the light for what seemed to be like an hour. Cruising into round 2, kept a 12.35, didn't have my marker so I couldn't change it anyway. Lined up against a slightly faster golf cart at a 29.40. See how this one shakes out. All right. You won't have to wait this long. Thank God.
You got their autograph? Or they got your autograph?
They did.
You just lost to a moped. How do you feel? You can't step foot in this trailer.
It slowed down. It slowed down.
You let that beast lose to a moped.
The 4-wheeler got hot.
I heard him hooting and hollering out there.
I wasn't hooting and hollering.
But
that was fun though.
Those kids just came over.
Is that just exhilarating to watch?
I sat in here the whole time.
We watched the first.
And your dog just had a whole slice of pizza.
Oh, good. All right, everybody, we made it back home, safe and sound. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I had a blast down there. Having some friends and family at the track as well made the win a little extra sweet. I was glad I was able to experience that with all of them. We'll definitely be looking to go back to some of their races in the future. But yeah, place was awesome. I thought the track was really good. Crew was awesome. It was good vibes all the way around. So before we head out though, I want to give a big shout out to the Drag Race Solutions guys. They reached out to us, want to support, and I use some of their products on the car, like their lug nuts, the dial-in board mount, stuff like that. I like to support them too, so we came up with a code PBR10. If you go to dragracesolutions.com, use that code at checkout, save you a little bit of cash. As always, really appreciate you guys watching, following along, subscribing. All of you guys have been amazing, and I love to see the channel keep growing. really motivating and makes me want to keep doing this. So I love editing videos anyway. But guys, take it easy, and we'll catch you in the next one.